dollar, you.
I see signs.
Keep in mind, everybody rolling, they gon' ride when it's time. If you hit they line and they don't pick up, that's a sign.
It's too nasty.
You, dollar, you.
All right, you guys, welcome to the House of Cynt. Said it. Yes, come on in. Come on in, you guys. Welcome, my sensations. Welcome. Come on in. Before we get started, there's a lot we have to talk about tonight, you guys. So before I get this thing started, let me go ahead and drop this, disclaimer. Okay. This site is for education and entertainment purposes. Therefore, everything that I say after this, you guys, is allegedly. Allegedly. Okay, so it's some things, you guys, that I couldn't even get in the title. It's so much that is on the lineup, you guys. So on tonight's lineup, we have an update on Ahmaud Arbery, the case with the white men, the two white men that killed him. Their trial is set to start, and we're going to get into that, you guys. We have the Ecuador, the prison, the riot that left 116 people dead, dismembered, bodies everywhere, you guys. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about why is my dog Boosie Badass over here destroying these people's stuff in the ATL Friday after the concert. We're going to talk about that, okay? It's not in the title, but I promise we're going to talk about it. Then we're going to talk about China over here sending these 38 warplanes, okay, over here to Taiwan close. You know, they're trying to say some things. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Yes, come on in. Shout out to Quisha in the building. My mod, Latasha Parker, always in the building. Welcome, my sensations. Come on in and hit that like button, share and subscribe. I also want to thank my subscribers, okay? Thank my old subscribers, the one that already subscribed, my sensations, and the new subscribers. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate you all, okay? Yes, I appreciate you all. Like, share, subscribe. Yes. Okay, so, yeah, we're going to get to it, you guys. Okay, we're going to get to it. First thing we're going to talk about is Boosie. Let's talk about my dog, Boosie. Team Scorpio. I don't care what nobody says. It's past my 2 minutes. I can curse. All right, let's get to it. Why in the hell is Boosie over here tearing up these people's shit? That's my dog, too. Everybody know I love me some Boosie. Do not get it twisted, but damn, Boosie. So I'm not going to share my screen just yet, okay, because we know how YouTube get to tripping when I start sharing my screen. So I'm not going to share it right now, but I'm going to read it off my phone, you guys. And I am, I'll drop the link after the video is over in the comments so that you guys, if you want to go back and look at it, you can, okay. Yeah, so Atlanta police said that Torrance Hatch Jr., a.k.a. Lil Boosie, and several of his associates, you guys, destroyed equipment and property after Friday night concert held at State Farm Arena in downtown Atlanta. Okay? I'm sorry, y'all. It's not funny, but it is because I can just see Boosie acting a fool. Okay, so police say the incident happened after the Legend of the Streets show at the arena. The show featured artists such as 2 Chainz, Rick Ross, Jeezy, and Gucci Mane. Okay, so officers said that they were called to the arena around 12:40 a.m. to report of vandalism at the facility. The person who called the police told them that a man identified as Torrance Hatch Jr., a.k.a. Boosie, Lil Boosie, and several of his associates ran onto the stage during the show and damaged several items, you guys. Yeah. So they said the caller also told the officers after being escorted from the stage, they began destroying arena property. Police said nobody was injured during this, miss. No arrests have been made at this time, and police are still investigating. Yes. Okay. So, yeah, that is some funny shit. I don't know what the hell is going on with Boosie, y'all. I don't know. I just think that somebody must have pissed Boosie off. That's all I can see. A fan or somebody did something, threw something. I don't know, but they did something to piss Boosie off for Lil Boosie and his people to just start destroying them people's property like that. So now he gonna have probably allegedly, you guys, and again, I'm gonna drop the link in the comments because apparently, hey sis, what's going on? We're just getting started, and right now I'm talking about Boosie and his people destroying these people's property after the concert Friday in the ATL. So they're saying that they're saying that Lil Boosie and his people, they tore up some shit, y'all. So I don't know what happened with that, but I'm gonna get back with y'all on that. I'm going to find out more on that. If anything happens, if he gets charged, or if they, what's gonna happen with that. But I just thought that I would share that with y'all before we even get the show started, because that was just funny to me, because I could just see Boost and them just clowning up in there. Okay, they was clowning. So yeah, on to a serious note, you guys. Okay, we got to talk about an Amber Alert that has been issued, you guys. And I'm gonna share my screen on this one because I want you guys to see her picture. They're saying, I don't know how dangerous she is allegedly, but I'm going to share my screen. Give me a second, you guys, and so that I can let you all see her. Okay. So this is the young lady. So there's an Amber Alert issued for a 2-year-old taken by a woman accused. They said she killed her grandmother, you guys. This is her, and this is her son. I don't think that the child is in harm's way. However, she did kill her grandmother. Okay. So I don't know how dangerous, if she, I don't think she would hurt a child. I don't guess. Hopefully not. Hopefully they get the child back safely. I don't know what's going on too. They said she killed her grandmother, but let's see what they're talking about. So they said a 31-year-old woman is on the run after police said she killed a relative. Okay. Family members identified the victim as the suspect's grandmother. So the Clayton Police Department found Anita Gaither, 68, dead inside her home on Crawford Parkway during a welfare check around 4:30 p.m. Thursday. While investigating, officers identified Camille Nichelle Singleton as a suspect in the homicide. So this is her, you guys, Nichelle. Okay, she's the one accused of killing her grandmother, and she's on the run with her son. And so they're trying to get the son because they don't know if the son is in danger or not. So they're saying that Singleton is on the run and is believed to have her 2-year-old son, Dior Singleton, with her. And an Amber Alert has been issued for the child. Gaithier's daughter, Willette Eli, said her mom had 4 children. She said Gaither was raising one of Singleton's sons. Police are still investigating whether Dior lived with Gaither. Okay, and the investigation started when police showed up at Gaithier's home. They found her with a gunshot to the head. Okay, let's stop there, you guys. Okay. Now, yeah, that is crazy because, so if she killed her grandmother, shot her grandmother in the head allegedly, on the run with her 2-year-old son, and now they're looking for her, and the 2-year-old son is their main concern because they're saying that the child may be in harm's way or in danger because of the mother, her killing her grandmother. I don't know what what would even make her do that. She's a suspect. Not saying that she did, but they're saying that she's a suspect. So we're going to have to follow up with that and see what's going on with that as well, you guys. But I did want to share the picture and the photos of the little boy and her in case, yeah, you guys see her around somewhere. Turn that hoe in. Yeah. You killed your grandmama. Yeah. Some need to happen with that. Okay. So yeah, that's with that, you guys. I wanted to share that. Okay. The next thing that I wanted to talk about, you guys, and this is I'm only going to touch on it briefly because I already know with YouTube and how they are with a lot of my videos, they already been shadow banning me, and certain things I'm going to have to critically speak and use certain codes and words when I talk on it. And I'll let you guys know when that time is on certain topics. But even on this one with the China sending their 38 warplanes, I'm not going to touch on that a whole lot, you guys. I am going to drop the link so that you guys can read it. But I wanted to talk about it and touch on it because this is something that needs to be paid attention to. And there are a lot of other distractions out there that are distracting us from what's really going on. Okay. What is really going on is we got to pay attention. We have the volcanoes erupting everywhere. And on the east side, you guys, and I told you in the previous video to stay aware of, you may have to be evacuating because it's going to get ugly in the next coming week. Okay. So now we have China sending over their warplanes. Well, Friday, Korean did the same thing, you guys, and that's not being talked about either. Okay. Korean also, they showed out a little bit. Okay. We all know, everybody know that U.S., we got some shit, okay? We got some shit that we can let off too. But we U.S., one thing I can't say about the United States, the only person that really did some showing out was Trump when he got in office, and he had to let them know. So he dropped the MOAB, the mother of all bombs, when he got into office. So I think they're trying Biden because they think he kind of soft, sleepy ass Joe over there, allegedly. Yeah, so they're trying him. So yeah, they're letting off all kind of warplanes. Okay, China and Korean, they testing us, trying to see where Biden headed, what he gonna do next. Okay, so yeah, this is why I didn't really want to touch on that a whole lot because it's a lot to that. But just keep your eyes open on what's really going on as far as China and Korean, you guys, because it's up there. Okay, they done cut a lot of stuff off, so it's up there. Okay, and I know that it is Saturday night, you guys, so I am not going to even make this a long, drawn out video, okay? But I did want to touch on that. And the main topics that we're going to touch on is the prison and then the Ahmaud Arbery. And I also have an R. Kelly update for you guys as well. Because there may be some things getting overturned with R. Kelly, and hopefully, and let's just keep him in our prayers, you guys, because there's some new stuff that have came about that may set him free, okay? A lot of new evidence come forth, and now since his attorneys are filing the appeal, they will be able to, dig off into the evidence more and find things that they wasn't able to find, and they've already done that so far, allegedly, from what I've did a little research on, that they are appealing and have already found some loopholes and some things that were mistaken in the trial, you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna touch on that a little bit later. Right now, we're going to talk about Ahmaud Arbery's. The judge, they ruled his mental health records out, you guys, because the white guys who killed him, their attorney, the defense is trying to basically say that Ahmaud, for whatever reason, his mental health records need to be brought forth. The judge was like, hell no. But anyway, we're going to get to it. And I'm going to share my screen on this one because I need to let you guys see. So give me a second here. And I'm going to share this with you guys. Okay. And I like this portrait. Whoever painted this picture of him, rest in peace to this brother. I think this portrait is I love this portrait of him. Somebody painted that. But yeah, so let's get to it, you guys. Ahmaud Arbery's mental health records can't be used as trial evidence by the white men who chased and killed the 25-year-old black man as he was running in their neighborhood. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there because this kind of disturbed me when I was reading it earlier. And it says he was running in their neighborhood. You see how they critically threw that shit in there? Like, how was it their neighborhood? Okay, but let's keep going anyway. But I just thought I wanted to point that out. Their neighborhood, okay? A Georgia judge ruled Friday. The decision by Superior Court Judge Timothy Walmsley further limits defense attorneys' efforts to portray Arbery as an aggressive young man with a troubled past when the case goes to trial soon, with jury selection scheduled to start on October 18th. Okay, so the selection to start on the 18th. I was thinking that the trial started because I will be tuned in and I will be covering this, you guys. Every day, blow by blow. We're not going to miss this one. I'm telling you, because it's going to get real up in that courthouse. And hopefully, now I'm pretty sure it will be public, so we will be able to see it live. The judge ruled that Arbery's medical privacy, even in death, trumped the right of the men standing trial to a robust defense, okay? Robust defense. And he concluded that a registered nurse's highly questionable diagnosis, okay, in 2018 that Arbery suffered from mental illness could unfairly prejudice the jury. Of course it will. Of course it will. Okay. So this, to me, why would they try to pull his mental health records? Because it has nothing to do with this brother jogging, minding his own business, you know, and being chased down, hunted down, gunned down, and killed by two racist white men. Okay. And allegedly, this goes on a lot in that part of that the section, the neighborhood, say their neighborhood as they call it. Okay. So you guys seen it, even the news, how they're, you know, they don't want blacks, apparently, allegedly, in that part of the town because that's their neighborhood, as they said it. Okay. So the white men that are going on trial for killing Ahmaud Arbery, and keep in mind, the DA, the district attorney that I did that video on, she helped them. Keep in mind, she's up also. So we're going to have to find out what's going on with her as well and find out if they're going to sentence her, because we do know that she was charged for abating them and helping them. And the whole reason why they were not arrested properly in the first place was because of her. So now the defense wants to bring up his mental health records. For what? It's no need. It's no need. Yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. There is no need. Okay. So yeah, that is on Ahmaud Arbery, you guys. And we are definitely going to start in October the 18th. Every day I will be doing a video. We'll be going live, discussing what happened in the courtroom, even the jurors, because I want to pay attention to who they pick, because that's going to be very important. It's going to play a very important part. Okay. So yeah, that's on that, you guys. Now, I'm going to talk about what happened in the prison that left 116 people dead, you guys. And this was now allegedly they are saying that a lot of this is gang related activities from cartel and different gang members. Well, duh, we talking about a lot of shanking went on. Heads was cut off, arms, limbs, bodies everywhere. A bloodbath, you guys. So basically, they're saying, and I'm gonna read this too as well. I'm not going to share my screen, but I'm going to read exactly what happened. 5 people were decapitated in this gang battle, you guys. So, and then I'm going to drop the link. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link now, and then I'm going to talk about it, and we can get to it, you guys. Give me a second. We can get to it, yeah. Okay. So this is in Ecuador prison. Okay. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Ecuador prison. So it left 116 people dead. 116 people is a lot of people, you guys. That's a lot of people. So the president declared a prison emergency. The Ecuador's president, guys, he declared a state of emergency in the prison system following a battle among gang members in a coastal lockup that killed at least 116 people and injured 80 in what authorities say was the worst prison bloodbath ever in the country. So they're saying this was the worst ever. They ain't never had nothing like this, you guys, that happened. So the Ecuador's president has declared the emergency. Now, I don't know what, I don't know who all they called over there was going to stop all that. If they could have chopped up everybody else, I don't know what they thought was going to happen with them. Okay, so this was all Wednesday, you guys. This happened Wednesday. Okay, so the government powers that include deploying police and soldiers inside prisons. The order came a day after bloodshed, okay, at the penitentiary. And officials blame this on gangs linked to international drug cartels fighting for control of the facility. Okay. And let's stop right there because we all know that does happen in the prisons. It's all about the power. Who has the power in the prisons? It's all about the power. Welcome, sis. How are you? My mod is in the building.
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. I'm doing good. Good. Yeah. So, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts?
So is it on the prison?
Yeah. So the prison, I don't even know what's going on with the guards. I just know that they called an emergency, a state of emergency for the prison because it just basically got out of hand. Bodies everywhere, shanked. Everybody was just,
This was in Ecuador, or where was this at?
It was in Ecuador. Yeah. This was in Ecuador. Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad that you came on also. I know that I was talking to you earlier. You said that there was an update with R. Kelly, and I know that you've been following R. Kelly. So let us know is there any good news?
Yeah, there is some good news. He is got a whole new legal team that's going to go to do his appeal. I think now he's got the effective counsel that he probably should have had from the beginning. Even though Panic was good, but he came in during the fourth quarter and he really didn't do what he should have done because he only called 5 people on the stand out of the government, as they call it, calling 48. And so there were people lined up to to go on the stand, and they had this R. Kelly defense fund that's some of the most that supporters had done, and it was thousands of dollars, and there was funds for it, but he didn't call, and the people that he did call up there didn't speak on anything related to the case. You know, how you call his engineer and people of no relevancy
Yeah.
to help him. So the state took 3 weeks to present their case, and he took 3 days. So it
Wow.
just it was he was really depending on his cross-examination, which when you're a defendant, you don't really have to prove your innocence because you're considered innocent before guilty. It's up to the
Mm-hmm.
state to prove your guiltiness. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I think this attorney, he wasn't really listening to people either. I think he was depending on his cross-examination, which exposed a whole lot of lies, whole lot of shit that um they should all be in jail for because they perjured themselves on the stand. They told on other people, but nobody is in trouble but him. Also, what was I going to say? Also, they are asking people to just send him a word of encouragement if you wanted to write him or whatever. Don't talk about the
Mm-hmm.
trial.
Mm-hmm.
They did have him on suicide watch.
I hate that.
But I do want to say it's bigger than R. Kelly because
It
if
is.
he is in trouble, you need to go back, like I was telling you earlier. You think about if y'all listen to that song for LL, Brenda got a big old butt. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
leaving you. He was at the
Mm-hmm.
school.
Yes.
LL was in his 20s when he was talking about a 17-year-old going to the high school and for her to dump the little boy she was dealing with. You go
Yeah.
Keith Sweat, you may be young, but you're ready. And you
Yes.
go Jay-Z was
Exactly.
screwing Foxy Brown and she was a teenager and he was a grown ass
Exactly.
man. You can go,
Exactly.
the list goes on and on and on. You
Uh-huh.
got you got
Allegedly Jada Pickett. Allegedly Jada Pickett.
yeah, you got her, and then you've got what's this film producer guy name? Epstein? No, is that him?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure
And
you're
one of them
talking.
killed themselves, and then the other one, the movie producer. You got him that's being accused of some rape and all kinds of stuff. He's out on bond. But one thing people need to understand is R. Kelly was never charged with rape on anything. That was not a part of his case. It
Right.
wasn't rape he was charged with. Not even having sex with a minor. They did him on a RICO for what they said was um, he allegedly was leader of his team his whole career. They're saying 30 years in the game. His self promoting his brand, promoting R. Kelly, promoting his company. It was all done to pick up women. That's what they have narrowed this man's 30-year career down to.
So I guess he really didn't have time to be in the studio
I
doing
don't know how.
all those albums. He didn't have time, I guess, huh?
I don't even understand how he was even at the beginning on this raise. What is this surviving R. Kelly?
Mm-hmm.
His ex-wife was like, how did he have time to do all this stuff and beat me? This is according abuse me according to her, and make all these hits for all these different people. I mean, is he a clone or is there two of him? I don't
Right.
understand how he did all this.
Exactly. Exactly. When did
How?
he have the time?
How would he have the time to do all the shit that he done? But anyway,
Mhm.
enough of that. Hopefully, they said he's gonna start squealing too on some folks.
And as he should, as he should. I don't know. I don't even think.
I don't either. I don't understand. And all these celebrities, I'm gonna tell you why they're being quiet. They being quiet because they asses know that could easily be me.
Mm-hmm.
The Mann Act that he was charged with. I looked further into it. If you're a rapper or entertainer and you have ever had, how they say they flew somebody out.
Mm-hmm.
If you've done that before and that person complains, that's considered the Mann Act.
Okay, so okay.
Yes.
The-
It was broken down. An attorney broke it down on YouTube the other day. If you have ever flown someone out, just say for instance, if you're dating somebody and he fly
mhm,
you out, right?
mhm,
And
mhm.
then you come back into town, into the state you live in, and say he was abusive or mean to me. Now that they have woken this Mann Act up, you can be charged with the Mann Act.
So basically, did they revise it? Because it originally was a white racist a law for when they charged Chuck Berry. I think that was the first time they used that law.
No, they used it with Jack Johnson in
He was the
1910.
first, and then Chuck
Yes.
Berry.
Then Chuck Berry, and then there was a couple of more. It was another black person. It was called the Slave Act, something with slave, but it
Yes.
was revived in 1930 something. But the breakdown of it, the legality of it, the word, the
Mm-hmm.
Mann Act, the reason for the law is, if you break it down legally, it's basically saying in not so many words, um, it's kind of like trafficking. If you fly somebody out, take somebody to another state, rather it was consensual or not. It can be non-consensual or consensual. It doesn't matter. If that person accuses you of something or say you were mean to them or locked them outside or whatever, they can
Mm-hmm.
charge you with the man. No one uses that, right?
No.
This is the first time it's been used the way that they're using it now. But what to me, what they did is woken the sleeping giant, because now
Mm-hmm.
people know this, they can start saying this shit, and an attorney, the feds can say the Mann Act.
Yeah,
If you just,
absolutely.
when we get off, you can just do some more research. I think you and we'll have a conversation about it. I'm gonna do some more reading on it. But I think it's
Mm-hmm.
very dangerous that they've even used this with R. Kelly, because a lot of
I
people
think
can
so
get in
too.
trouble. And it says also too, it doesn't even matter if you're married or not.
Wow.
So
So,
yeah, I'm gonna look into it some more, because it's pretty terrible. Let me see the Mann Act. But as far as the prisoners are concerned, sis, they're said the death toll is 116 people. Six of
yeah.
them was decapitated.
Uh-huh. 6 was decapitated.
Wow.
Yes, 116 dead, 6 decapitated. And what they're saying is this is all basically from the cartels going at each other over power over the facility. So basically it's
Mm,
who run this facility. That's what they was fighting over. Who run this shit, basically.
hmm.
That's what it boils down to. Them fighting over power.
Hmm.
I've
Wow.
never I mean, I have relatives that's in the penitentiary. That is to me like that's your worst fear when you have relatives in the prison and stuff like that happening. Because you just never know. A riot could just break out at any moment at any given time. Especially, and to my knowledge, and this is all allegedly, that the prison had been on lockdown. Okay.
Hmm.
So from what I have, spoke to people that have, done time in the prison. I talked to someone earlier and they was like, when you're on lockdown, your attitude change, everything is different when you're on lockdown. So the least little thing may set things off because you're on lockdown. So you can't go out and do nothing when you're on lockdown. And so to me, the way it looks like, and it's just my opinion on it, I guess the minute they were allowed to leave or unlock or came off the lockdown is when the riot took place. So during that time of the lockdown, tensions were flaring up, you know.
Mm. What was the whole part? Why did they do it? Like,
It was all about the power, the gangs. They had different.
oh,
I
gangs.
don't know exactly which members set it off or started or whatever, but it was rated like the worst ever. Like it was really a bloodbath. Like they've never seen nothing like it before. Like it was bad.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mhm.
Wow.
So what do you think about the Amber Alert issue from the 2-year-old, the mother, she killed her grandmother?
She did?
Yeah,
Wow.
I
I
did.
heard you. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
they
Did
said
this
she
just
shot and
happen?
killed her. Yeah, this just happened. That's why they just issued the alert. So this allegedly just happened on Friday. And all this stuff just happened over the weekend.
Oh,
Just
Jesus.
happened yesterday, Friday. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
That
So
is
she's on the
crazy.
run. She's on the run. If she didn't do
And she's got the
anything, why are you
baby.
running?
Whose baby is it? Hers?
She said it's her baby. Welcome, my other moderator and my daughter in the building. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, that is very sad. Yeah, so she's on the run with the 2-year-old, and allegedly, this is why they have the amber alert for the 2-year-old, because they're saying that the
Oh.
2-year-old's life is in danger, which I don't know, I can't say, but just my opinion, I don't think that she would harm her child. But then again, she killed her grandmother.
Well, that's kind of well, yeah. You don't know
It's
the
different, though,
mental state. Yeah.
you know.
Um. Yeah. Not to get off key because I see Nisha's on here. I was gonna
Mm-hmm.
ask her if she can do some research for us on the Mann Act.
Okay, yeah. I know, and I meant to ask her that the other day when we was talking about that with Arcata on the Mann Act, because we did touch on it a little bit when me and her was talking. But yeah, Nisha, when you get a chance, um, let us know more about the Mann Act, MANN Act that we were talking about with Arcata, what he was charged with on that. And
Oh God, it's so many different because I'm on Wikipedia and it says although the law was created to stop forced
mm-hmm,
sexual slavery of women, the most common use of the Mann Act was to prosecute men for having sex with underage females. The phrase immoral purpose in the statute allowed a broad application of the law following the affirmation of blah 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 this person. So in addition to its stated purpose of preventing human trafficking, the law was used to prosecute unlawful premarital, extramarital, or interracial relationships. So, is it underage or is it because it's got so much verbiage in here? Because now it's saying that in addition to its stated purpose of preventing human trafficking, the law was used to prosecute unlawful premarital, extramarital, and interracial relationships. The
mm-hmm.
penalty will be applied to men whether or not the woman involved consented, and if she had consented, the woman could be considered an accessory in the offense. So you can be an accessory in the
Oh,
offense of your own. Um, okay, I'm gonna read that one more time. So it
yeah,
says
because
the
yeah.
penalty would be applied to men whether or not the woman involved consented, and if she had consented, the woman could be considered an accessory to the offense as well.
Okay,
Wow.
so right there is where his attorneys need to eat that shit up right there. Because that
So
right there,
so that means if he's in trouble for the Mann Act, then they should be
so
too
should them. They are also because they
because
consented.
consented. They
Uh-huh.
consented to going. So if he's in trouble, and it
They should
says
be
right
as
here,
well.
as the law states, that
Mm-hmm.
even if the woman consented, the woman can be considered an accessory to the offense as well.
So there you have it.
So, and it says some attribute enactment of the law to the case of world class champion boxer Joe Jackson. Jackson was known to be intimate with white women. Some of them he met at fighting venues and after fights. In 1912, he was prosecuted and later convicted for transporting women across state lines for immoral purposes. As a result of his relationship with a white prostitute named Belle, the month prior to the prosecution, Johnson had been charged with violating the Mann Act due to traveling with his white girlfriend, who refused to cooperate with the prosecution and whom he married. He later on married.
So this act really was designed to
This
keep the
is
black man
crazy.
from being with the white woman. Basically, that's what this act was for back then.
So
Was
you telling
to stop the interracial relationships, right?
sounds like it. That's what it originally started, but it's so inundated with different things. To me, it sounds like with that one paragraph that I just read a few
Mm-hmm.
minutes ago,
Mm-hmm.
if R. Kelly is in trouble, which all 8 of 9 of his convictions were a violation of the Mann Act. So if he violates the Mann Act, then
So did they,
so did they, according to what I'm reading.
according to the
But
law.
Nisha's gonna, yeah, according to the law. But Nisha, if you could look at that some more, because um, I'm looking at the law, how it's written in the books.
Mm-hmm.
So if
Yeah.
that is the case, then they ass need to be in trouble too. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. She said she's deaf. She's going to look into it for us. She said, okay.
Yeah.
She was going to look into it for us because, yeah, again. And so if it was revised, you said it was revised back in
Um. Okay.
1930.
So no. Yeah. It was revised twice. Okay. And then
Wow.
the only thing it was revised to change the language as to including um so the original law was for women, so they changed it to take the sex out. It could be man or woman, male or female.
And this was all done
Okay,
in
so
1930. The
okay,
first
no,
revision, or was
the
it?
the first revision, the law was passed June 25th of 1910. It was
Mhm.
amended by Congress in 1978 and again in 1986 to limit its application to transport for the purpose of prostitution or other illegal sexual acts.
Okay, so when they revised it back in the 80s, the early 80s, when they revised it. So this is my thing with that.
Oh gosh,
Instead of
that's crazy.
revising this law, why wasn't it just thrown out completely? And another law could have been put in place properly, and this one should have been taken out altogether, if that makes sense. Because the way
Mm,
this law was designed in the beginning was to stop interracial
yeah,
relationships,
that's why I was even hmm
stop the black man from interacting with the white woman. And so
hmm
how did they, calculate this into R. Kelly charges? I have no idea. I have no idea.
Okay, look, let me tell. Okay, so the Congressional Amendment to the Law, 1978, Congress updated the Act definition of transportation and added protection against commercial sexual exploitation for minor. Commercial sexual against commercial. I don't know what that meant. And then in this was in 78 in 19 and then it added in 1986 amendment which further protected minors and added protection for adult males.
Okay, so now
Mm,
they added the men. Um, that's when they revised it and so basically
86.
made it men and or a woman
Exactly.
that could be charged with this particular act.
Yeah. Hmm.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
And then it said in particular it's part of the larger 1986 bill focused on criminalizing various aspects of child pornography that passed anonymously in both houses of Congress. The Mann Act was further amended to replace the ambiguous debauchery and any other immoral purpose with this more specific in quote any sexual activity for which any person can be charged with a criminal offense, as well as make it gender neutral. Hmm.
So that's what they did when they revised it. Just made it general.
The last,
You know,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
it.
but yeah,
So
but Nisha has access to it.
his attorneys are all over it though, right?
Yeah, they are. They are.
And hopefully, even with what you just read right there in that statement, it's a lot of more people about to be in trouble.
It's
And
kind of convoluted. It's kind of convoluted to where it's just all over the place.
it is.
So what I would like to see the man act 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this is what this law means, right?
Hmm.
I don't know
Hmm.
how you get the breakdown of what it actually means. What is again because this right here, this whole page is just so convoluted with all kinds of craziness, debauchery, and all this. It's just I don't know. I just need to maybe read some more, but it just seems to be all over the place.
Yeah, it is. And that's the part
Mm.
that you know, that's disturbing. And this is the reason why the judge, hopefully, I know that when the attorneys appeal, there's a process that has to take place. But in the midst of that process, can't they request a retrial?
I don't know. No, I don't. The only time you do a retrial, I think, and Nisha, correct me if it's wrong, if it's a hung jury or if it's um I can't. There's a. I think that may be the only reson. Maybe hung
So if
jury or. I don't think they can't do a retrial, but they can. Uh, well, I guess I don't know. I have to look into that more.
well, the reason
Retrial.
why I asked is because, say, for
Hmm.
instance, that the appeal goes into his favor. So if it goes into his favor, then what? There's another
Yeah.
trial that has to come
Ye-
forth. It's a retrial then, right?
Yeah, because his charges are his conviction is federal. So with this, when you're convicted as a under any type of federal law, or whatever, or federal charges, you can take it to the U.S. Supreme Court. So that's
Okay.
he can go from appeals, then the high he can because it's federal. He can go to the highest court in the land, which is the
Okay.
U.S. Supreme Court, I think.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the
So he can,
Supreme.
if he loses that one, he can go to the next, and yeah, I think that's how it works. I don't know. Our legal sweetheart will have to give us more insight on that.
Oh,
Uh,
absolutely.
so we're
Yes.
not quoting the wrong thing, but
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I we do a lot of reading and research, but someone like Nisha who really who is studying
Mm-hmm.
law would know a little bit, can kind of give us some insights on
Yeah,
what's what. Yeah.
absolutely. So yeah, she's gonna get with us on that for sure. Um, also, just to kind of recap on the Ahmaud, kind of switching gears
Aubrey.
from switching gears from R. Kelly for a second here, onto the Ahmaud Arbery's case that's going to be. So basically, October 18th, I thought the trial was starting, but that's when they're going to start picking the jurors.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we're going to be tuned in with that because we definitely want to know
Yeah.
these jurors that they're going to pick so that
Hmm.
we can do our own research on these jurors. Okay, juror
Mm,
number 1, 2, 3, 4, what their
got it.
personalities are, how they're answering the questions that are being asked, all that type of stuff. Because to me, I don't think that took place in R. Kelly's trial when they were picking the jury. Because for the jury to come back in that short length of time with the decision that they came back with, that led me to believe the questions that were asked in the beginning when picking those jurors were not done properly, or they would have been able to wean out a lot of those people that already had their minds made up. Because in a jury selection,
Yeah.
that's one of the things that you're supposed to thrive on. You're supposed to pay attention to those types of things when a juror are answering questions if their mind is already made up.
Mm, hmm. Yeah. Wow.
So when you're picking a jury, you have to be careful about if their mind is already made up, you don't pick them. Absolutely. What's up, paper bag? What's up? How are you, King? How are you? I enjoyed your show last night. Enjoyed it. Enjoyed it. Um, Paperback Talk, you guys go and subscribe to his channel as well. He have great content over there.
Let me
He
see.
gets to
What is
the
it?
real. Paperback Talk,
Paperback.
he gets to the real like we do over here with Cynt said it, baby. He gets to the real too.
Let
Paperback
me.
Talk.
Okay, let me find him.
Yeah. So
Okay, I
yeah,
see
with
him.
that,
Subscribe.
yeah, subscribe, you
Okay, got
guys.
it. Okay.
Absolutely. So yeah, I do think that um, with the new attorneys, with this appeal, is a lot of other stuff that's going to come out, and I pray that it rules in his favor. And if it means exposing some other celebrities, guys,
Oh
then
well.
hey, oh well, it is what it is because it's a lot of it that's been going on, and we talked about
Well, and don't throw rocks and hide your fucking hand. That's
that
all I'm
part.
saying.
That's it. Because at the end of the day, and we done talked about this on several videos, when we were, coming up in those times, it wasn't a problem when we were dating older men.
Because listen, check this out. So women, us females,
Mm-hmm.
we are 3 or 4 years ahead of a man. I mean, it's just a proven fact. Not to shade or talk crazy about the male, but it's just proven that we're like ahead of them on the maturity level. So a 17-year-old me is not gonna want to date a 17-year-old boy.
Exactly.
When we were in high school,
Exactly.
it was cool for us to have
An
a
older boyfriend.
older boyfriend that was in his
Mm-hmm.
that was 19, 20, had his own
Mm-hmm.
car and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Mm-hmm.
cool.
Freshman in college, picking us up from
Yeah, yeah,
school
yeah, yeah,
type
yeah.
stuff.
And shit, some of my friends that I knew, hell, they had grown ass men, and we thought that
Right.
she was cool.
Right. You know what
Like,
I'm saying?
and they
I know
called
I
them
had a
what they call
homegirl
them,
had a
sugar
grown
daddies.
ass boyfriend too. He was way growner than us. He was way in his 20s shit. He was about 25 when we was 17, 18.
If you really want to
Shit.
be specific, my mom was 16 and my dad was 20 when they got married. Dante's daddy, my son's father, I was 17, 18, and he was 22, 3. So, like, I don't know. And how old was Mister? Yeah, on The Color Purple. Did Mister go get them little big ass girls from The Color Purple?
Mr. had all of
It
got
was
them girls. Yeah,
normal.
how old was Mr.? Yeah.
Hell,
I
he
don't know
was an
how
old
Mr. was
50-something year
about
old
50
man.
goddamn years, 50, 60 goddamn years old, messed them little girls. Shit. On The Color Purple.
Yes, and it was not a problem, right? And Oprah, and who produced the damn movie?
Right.
Oprah,
Was
right?
yeah, right. I think she did. Yeah, that was 13. Yes, they were 13 and 14. Now that's young, young.
Okay, so
Miss
check this out. Okay, yeah, that was young. So this is LL. Now I know this nigga was way in his 20s when he was talking about this. I was looking at the
Mm-hmm.
lyric. He talking about he was at the mall sipping on a milkshake, playing the wall, taking a break, admiring the girls with the bamboo earrings, baby hair and bodies built to swing. That's when I saw her. Her name was Tina. How do you? And then wait a minute. Let me get to the age. Age. He said.
Oh
He said.
shit.
I calls her on my car phone and paid her a visit. I was spanking her and thanking her, chewing her and doing her. Wait a minute. I'm gonna get to the age.
It was a freak.
He said I went to the high school about 3 o'clock to try and catch a cutie riding my jock. My homeboy's Jeep, the system was blasting, cold 40 dogs, smiling and laughing. Girls all over the kind I adore. I felt like a kid in a candy store. That's when I seen her, Brenda, right?
Hmm.
So what does that say?
He was on that playground.
He
He
was
was
on
on
the
that
playground.
goddamn
He said he went to the
schoolyard.
schoolyard picking up
Yes.
girls.
Yes. He was on that schoolyard. Yeah. That's
Don't do me.
so. Yeah,
Don't
they
do
don't
me.
need to do him because it's about to go down. And let's allegedly we're gonna talk about. What about Jada Pickett? She was messing with them little boys.
Look at her.
Allegedly, she was over there crisscross. One of them with crisscross back in the day, and her ass was in her 20s when she was messing with him allegedly. So make it make sense. Make
This
it
nigga
make
said, what? See, we don't even read. If you read these lyrics, he talking about when she walked out the door, I threw my tongue down her throat, pushed her back inside, and pulled off her coat. Laid it on the table and placed my order. Bro, what is you doing? What is you doing?
Baby. Okay. And don't even bring up Keith Sweat.
Oh,
What
you
he
may be
say?
young, but you're
What was
ready.
his song?
You may be young, but
you may
you're
be
ready.
young, but you ready. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't talking about no grown ass woman.
No, and that's why these niggas being quiet, real quiet, ain't saying shit about what's going on with R. Kelly, because they know that if they get talking too much, don't bring no attention, because your ass gonna be next. You better shut up.
Gonna be next. That is funny. It's funny, but it's not funny because at the end of the day, everything was okay back then. Nobody was saying nothing when all the shit was going on. Now here they want to come 30 years later. Now, one thing we did forget, sis, to bring up, Bill Cosby done sent his people over there to help R. Kelly's attorneys. His attorneys they're about to team up, you guys. This is why I'm really excited about this. I'm glad Bill Cosby is stepping up. Allegedly,
he said he want, but his folks said they gonna keep it on the wraps. It ain't gonna be nothing in the public. They not gonna, but the dream team is on its way.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Hugh Hefner is exactly Hugh Hefner. Yeah, he was one as well. So yeah, they can say what they want to say, but at the end of the day, they just trying to make an example out of him. But it's going to backfire when this appeal come out and everybody else that allegedly, other celebrities, they don't open Doors box, you guys. That's what done happened when they pulled R. Kelly.
Oh wait! Listen! In this lyric, I just saw this, y'all.
What?
So on LL, he said she had the kind of booty that I'd always remember. I said to my man, stop it. This is when he went to the school. He was at the high school. I said to my man, stop the Jeep. She's only 17, but you don't sleep.
See? And how old was LL? What year was it? What year did that come out? Does it say in the copyright?
Let me look and see.
Because see, LL is our age, so that had to be back about 20-some years ago.
89.
89. So
32 years
32,
ago.
yes, 32 years ago. So
and how old is this nigga?
LL 52, I think, allegedly 52, I want to say. So that means he must have been in his 20s when she was 17 then. Just like we said.
He 53.
When he wrote that song.
53.
He's 53? So 32 years ago. So he was 21.
Let me see.
And she was 17.
Thank you.
So make it make sense. That's what I'm saying. See, that while they pulling R. Kelly up in this, is a lot of them about to be exposed. And they ain't gonna like this shit. Because
he was 21 when he wrote this song.
Exactly.
And he was at 21. The school with a 17-year-old.
Just like we just said, picking up the 17-year-old in his Jeep, because that was cool back then. Yeah, just like we just said.
But see, what they mad about is because what the jury's probably was gagging about was R. Kelly's sex life, because that's all they talked about. Now you can go on Pornhub right now, and all the shit they was talking about, it ain't nothing new, bro. Like
it's not.
It ain't my bad. It ain't nothing that I do. But if he a freak, he just a freak, and I don't think he forced nobody to I don't know how explicit I can get, but I mean, if you
You
like
can
to
get as
piss
explicit
on,
as you want, because you
if
know
you
this over here is since said it, sis. You know, we say what the fuck we want.
if you if you letting a nigga piss on you and you pissing on that's your business. That
That's
ain't my
your
bad.
business. That,
But
okay.
but it's not. He didn't invent it,
That's
which means
it.
people been doing it's been done before.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
I don't know,
They
whatever.
use, you know, people use whips and shit in their bedroom. They role play. They do
It's
this and
called
that.
it's
That's
called
to
BS.
everybody's.
What is it called? The
Um,
B something BSDM or some shit. I don't know.
I don't know. I ain't into all that, but
I, your baby on the
I
phone. I
mean, you
mean on
know, I
BS.
don't know, sis. I don't be putting out no whips and chain with my nigga, but I tell you what, uh, at the end of the day, they need to leave R. Kelly the fuck alone, because when all this shit hit the fan, when this appeal break out and everybody he named, because they allegedly he dropping names, he dropping some
Oh
majors,
well.
some elites, some you know, and I want to say LLS is gonna be in that
Well,
realm.
if you if you want proof, if you want proof,
Yeah, and
pull up the lyrics
allegedly.
to this song.
Yeah, allegedly, and Jay-Z, as like you said, he was over there fucking Foxy Brown, allegedly, and she wasn't but about 15 steps, 16 shit.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's it. That's that. So yeah, you all, we have we done talked about a lot tonight, you guys, and I'm gonna wrap this up because I know it's Saturday night. And I got it's still early, so I got some things I gotta do. I know, sis, you probably have some things you need to do, and
Yes.
I want to thank my moderators in the building. Thanks to everybody in the comments. They that pulled up tonight with us and chopped it up. We talked about Ahmaud Arbery's update, and we're going to follow that case, you guys. It starts October the 18th. Okay. And again, shout out to Paper Bag Talk for rolling through. And go ahead, y'all, go check that brother channel out, because we're going to be on with you guys. Also, we talked about the Amber Alert with the young lady allegedly accused of killing her grandmother. And so she's on the run with a 2-year-old son. We talked about the Ecuador, the prison that riot that left 116 people dead, you guys, and 5 to 6 of them were dismembered. We talked about the R. Kelly update, and we talked about Boosie. That's why, sis, I forgot to ask you, what were your thoughts on Boosie real quick? Him and his people acting a fool Friday night in the ATL after the concert.
See, that's what I'm saying about the media, how they be throwing shit out of proportion. What happened is, you know, they always want the shit to look bad, like he really out there going wild.
But that wasn't the case. He wasn't even on stage for 2 minutes, and it was a fight. It was a fight that broke out. If you look on TMZ, they got the little video of it. It was no injuries was reported. Says that Boosie and several of his associates dashed onto the stage during the event and started damaging items. But then it depends on where you read it at, because it says a couple of minutes into the set, someone came down from the DJ booth and started swinging on another guy on the stage. That's how
so
it all
really
started.
wasn't none of his people that started. It was like some fans
They probably was
that kind of
protecting
broke out.
himself. I don't know. No, it just said it says Boosie Badass performed for all of 2 minutes Friday night when a fight broke out on a stage and got insane. Promoters pulled the plug on the entire concert. It says a couple of minutes into Boosie's set, someone came down from the DJ booth and started swinging on another guy on stage. Unclear what triggered the anger.
Wow.
But if the video says, check out the video, Boosie in white pants and a pink jacket is standing at the front of the stage, and when he eyes the fight, he beelines it for action and jumps right in. Oh yeah, he gonna fight. I don't know what y'all thought.
Oh, baby, because Boost is a Scorpio. Hold on, get it twisted, baby. That Scorpio gonna come out, okay?
I don't know what they thought he was gonna do. You think he was
I don't
gonna
either.
run?
I don't. Right. So yeah.
It's TMZ. He performing, right? And wait.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait a minute, there's a booster right there. I'm looking at the video on TMZ.
I wish I could show it, but you know they're gonna be tripping. Oh my goodness. So I know they're gonna so who's that gonna be here? I know Jeezy, Master P, Mystical, and all them gonna be here in concert. I think it's December. I want to say it's December.
Oh
Coming
God.
up October, December. I gotta find out because I gotta get the tickets for that. Okay, so we lost Sis playing the boosted video, you guys. So yes, again, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this live, and I want to again thank all my subs, my sensations, you guys. Thanks my new subs coming in. Hit that like, share, subscribe button, you guys. Absolutely, it is free again to subscribe. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because once I reach 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to cash out that person $100 that took me to that point. And so I'm going to show my subs when I get closer to that time. So yeah, again, you guys hit that subscribe button, share this live. Yes, and until next time, you guys, I am out.